if I could run with you. And from what I have heard, you do the same thing too. I wanna say forever, we could be good together. Guess mystery loves company. Better too late than never. You know we could do better. So take a chance and run with me. Everywhere we go we turn to paradise. All I know is that I need you in my life. Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it, just say the word. Everywhere we go we turn to paradise. All I know is that I need you in my life. Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it, just say the word. Oh.
Yo Wanderers, Midnight Wonder here, and I'm finally back with more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity. I apologize for the massive delay. I was having some issues with my Google Drive, which had the videos I recorded. And I just came to the conclusion that I just have to re-record those the 2 episodes I recorded, which meant I had to restart the game. So I apologize. Hopefully it doesn't screw things over too much, but I am back to the place where I ended things off in the last video I posted. A quick reminder, this playthrough is intended to be a information gathering for a comic I am working on based on the games. So I'm going to be trying to get as much information as I can and as I play, talking to every NPC. This isn't a tutorial best way to play this game or anything like that. This is just me trying to get as much info as I can of the game and the story and its characters and all that. So without further ado, let's get right into the playthrough. That's a bit loud. Hello, Nichiko. The story so far. Girder, the boss of the carpenters in Post Town, said he would build a house for Nichiko and Enzo if they gave him 5 blue gems, so they set off for Stony Cave to find some. And we are off to Stony Cave. Second time for me. Alright, let's go. We're going to get those blue gems. Oh, I'm sorry, my hand was a bit close there. Jeez. I missed, really? There we go. Alright, let's see. What are some things that I can discuss right now? Actually, something I've been working on recently is trying to figure out a proper guild hold system for the comics. Because, well, Gate Student Thingy really does seem to focus on the building of a guild and such. Like you're all aware of the Wigglytuff Guild, right? Well, from what I understand, there seems to be like a head organization that determines if a guild can be legal or not. Darn it, I'm confused. So, and it kind of reminds me a bit of like the guilds. That's still a bit loud, sorry. Of the like guild system in the anime Fairy Tail, if any of you have seen that. So I was like, okay, this kind of reminds me of this, and I really like the idea of it, so why don't I try to incorporate this system that I like into this game series where you literally are part of a guild of some kind, and like expand that to all the other team organization stuff that's in this series. Like let's like make a guild for rescue teams, let's make a guild for exploration teams, let's make a guild for whatever kind of team Paradise is, let's make a guild for her expedition teams. You know, you get what I mean? I also recently watched a video about making a proper guild system in Dungeons and Dragons, because yes, I'm that kind of nerd. How could I not be? So looking at that for some inspiration, I'm like, ooh, level up. Woohoo! Looking at that for inspiration as well, I can see that there's actually, Enzo got a level up too. Anyways, hopefully without any further interruptions. Okay. With that, after watching that video, I realized how much I would need to put into account for setting up a proper guild system of how these things are run and such. And honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to building up a proper system of how this could all work out. Let's see, what were some of the things that they discussed in that Dungeons and Dragons Guild video? Okay, there was like stuff like what kind of members does the guild have? What is its purpose? What's its values? What is its goals? Things of that nature, like what kind of services does it provide and all that. I use like examples of a farming guild or a thieves guild. Which I honestly kind of like using as like a basis for this like system build-up, which fits in well with the different kinds of teams, with the rescue teams, the exploration teams, the expedition teams, all that. Because if you pay attention, you notice that they all have like different methods and systems that they do, each team. Like rescue teams, they focus mainly on helping Pokemon in need who are suffering from natural disasters and just need help. Exploration teams, they like to explore, find new and exciting things, maybe even find a bit of treasure. And the Expedition Society, they are all about like making maps and finding hidden truths. You guys get what I'm saying? And I'm actually planning to do something unique with the Paradise Guild as well. These guys, I think, would be interesting if they focus more on like community building and reformation of former criminals who want to go good. A door. There is a red door. I don't have a key. Gosh darn it. Yeah, you need keys to open these things, and I don't have one. Swear, every time I play this game, I come across one of those doors, I don't have a key, but when I do find a key, there isn't a door. It drives me nuts. I'm hoping that in one of the episodes of this playthrough, I can finally unlock those doors. Anyways, well, that was a dead end. So, anyways, I'm trying to figure out, like, how I'm gonna make all these different kind of guilds work. Like, for example, for Rescue Team, there's, like, no really official guild or anything. It was the first game, so I understand them not really having this kind of system in mind. But I would actually like to establish a guild that all rescue teams could use. And help them like out with their work, like find jobs, not just like at the Pillar Per post office, because I mean, why would you post a job request for rescue at a post office? And in reality, that just seems silly to me. So yeah, in like games like Rescue Team, instead of going to the Pillar Per post office, you could go to this Rescue Team guild and post job requests there for rescue teams to pick up. And rescue teams could potentially get help from other rescue teams there, or get the proper training and all of that. I think it'd be like a really cool thing to work out and would really help out a lot with the world building. Since in Gates to Infinity, you are literally establishing your very own guild in the form of Paradise, I thought that would be like an amazing start. Seriously, Gates to Infinity, as many flaws as it has, it is great for world building and setup. Let's see, what are some things that I wanted to do with the Gates to Infinity guild thing? Like, what kind of team exactly are we in this game? We're not a rescue team, exactly. We're not an exploration team or an expedition team. We're something else. I don't think calling us a community team is quite right. That just doesn't sound right to me, you know? And we're not exactly a reformation team, because not everyone in the guild is going to be a former criminal trying to turn over a new leaf. So what kind of team exactly would we be? Could you guys help me out figuring out what kind of team name we would have? Not like a team name, like Team ACT, Team Meanies, Team Pokepals. I mean, like Rescue Team, Exploration Team, Expedition Team. That kind of team name thing. What kind of team are we having here? Because I know that the main thing of the kind of teams I want to establish in Paradise focus on community building, reformation, that kind of stuff. So what would we call that? And it don't say Paradise Team, that's the name of the guild. We're not a Paradise Team, that's just kind of silly to me. Okay, while we're thinking on that, here's some other stuff I'm thinking of for the world building of the guild system for our Gates to Infinity. I've looked at some of the facilities that we can build in this game, and oh my gosh, there's so much we can do. There's the whole V wheel, there's the construction crew, savvy moves, there's Quacksire's whole thing. There's a lot that we can do in the Paradise Guild. So I'm not really concerned about the facilities and such. Enzo would definitely be the guild leader, as he is the founder, and I guess Nichiko would be the co-founder, as she is building the guild alongside him, even if she isn't the lead. But I think she would be like the right-hand Pokemon, the advisor, manager sort of deal. You get what I'm saying? She's pretty much the one that the guild master depends on for advice and guidance when they need it. The others who joined the guild, I'm not sure if they would have any super high positions beyond being apprentices. Come on. There we go. I hate when that button refuses to work. Really? I know that the Pokemon who are running facilities in the canon of the game will also be running facilities in the comic, so I don't have to worry about them and what they're doing for the guild. Okay, I'm gonna be using the move. Ah, what the heck? I'm gonna let Enzo handle this. Let's see, what else do I need to discuss? I have to say, the Paradise Guild has a surprising well set up system for a guild just on its own from the game. I just need to figure out certain details and such. I'll get you into the details of the other guild kind of things that I want to do for the other games, like the Rescue Team Guild, the Exploration Team Guild, the Expedition Team Guild. But one thing oh, here we go. Phew, we've come pretty far in. Hey, over there. Something shining. Come on, Ichiko. Look, these must be the blue gems. These have got to be the gems Gerder was talking about. This does seem to be the end of the cave after all. Looks like all we need to do is bring some of these stones back with us, huh? Yeah, let's hug some out and head back, why don't we? Nice. I've got 5 here. Nichiko, let's hurry back to town. Once we do, we'll have Gerder get started on our house. Yee. Okay, before I continue, I want to finish up what I was saying. One idea I had that I am borrowing from the fairy tale anime about the guilds. As you may know, the series is about how the one guild called Fairy Tale, hence where the name comes from. However, there are also other mage guilds in that anime, along with different kinds of guilds, like treasure hunting guilds and assassin guilds, things of that nature. I really like the idea of there being like these sort of rogue guilds, not officially recognized by the head magic council committee thingy as legal guilds. These are like I think they're called dark guilds, which are basically illegal guilds that do bad things. They don't like the restrictions and rules placed upon guilds by the council, so they're like, yeah, we're not gonna follow your rules. We're gonna establish our own independent guild, and you can't do squat about it. And they tend to do some not nice stuff. And if you notice in some of the Mystery Dungeon games, there are teams in these games that aren't exactly very nice. Heck, one of these teams is literally called Team Meanies. They are like a staple in the rescue team games, and I don't know, something about the way they work. They don't exactly seem to be like, I don't think they would like mesh well with the other rescue teams around. So I'm thinking like maybe they would be like from another guild that's got some dark practices, and they tend to like butt heads with the rescue team guild and Pokemon Square. Also, in the Explorers games, there is Team Skull, which is a exploration team that somehow, despite being an established team, does not seem to have any prior history with the Wigglytuff Guild, even though it seems to be the only guild around. Which had this whole setup about how Team Skull joining in the Wigglytuff Guild as like a sort of as like an exchange team of some sort. So I'm thinking that maybe Team Skull is from another guild that may not have the best reputation, maybe even be an illegal guild based on some of the practices of Team Skull. So yeah, I'm thinking like there are good legal guilds that follow the rules of this organization called Happy, which if I'm not mistaken, stands for helping Adventurous Pokemon Prosper Institute. And I'm thinking that this happy organization is like the head of all these different kinds of guilds and the different rescue teams, the different exploration teams, expedition teams. They're all like different branches and of the happy organization, and each of those different branches are more branches that are made up of the different kinds of guilds for each kind of team. Like there's a guild for rescuers, a guild for explorers, a guild for expeditions. And do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, hopefully that's not all too confusing and I didn't just like dump way too much lore building on you guys. But I'm generally like really excited about this idea and I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you like this idea and would like to see me expand upon this. Maybe you can even share your own ideas with me so that I can have some help in establishing a full guild system for each group. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would really appreciate the help. Alright, I was actually going to continue, but I just noticed the time and I realized, okay, it's probably time to call it quits. I really hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment down below about what you think of this whole guild system I'm going to establish. Maybe share your own thoughts of what I should do with it and how I should work with it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm Midnight Wonder, and I'm outie.